Do you see any checks on your power on the world stage? Is there anything that could stop you if you wanted to?
Yeah, there's one thing, my own morality, my own mind. It's the only thing that can stop, and that's law. Very good. I don't need international law. I'm not looking to hurt people.
By the way, Joe, do you realize ICE used to take 5 to 6 months to get trained? They've now lowered the training period to 47 days. Why 47 days? Because Donald Trump's the 47th president. Tell me that's a rational approach.
I'm not, obviously I'm not going to take that bait and say it's a rational approach, but
Joe, you can't pick your facts.
The IDF trains ICE. How Gaza has changed America forever. The Israeli Defense Forces educate, militarize, and train the Trump-devised Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, ICE. The ICE training program includes training in Israel and is paid for by U.S. taxpayers. Listen to Anthony Aguilar. You may remember Anthony Aguilar as the whistleblower that exposed the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation as an evil and sadistic extension of Israel's extermination plan for the Palestinians. Let us listen.
I have been to Israel where ICE agents and DEA agents and other three-letter agencies train with the Israelis, and they bring those tactics back here. Families are suffering every day on the oppression that we export. We bring it right back here. Look around. We are the ones suffering. Children in Gaza are suffering. Fathers, mothers, families are suffering. We bomb boats off the coast of Venezuela. We blow up Colombians in fishing boats and say, oops. If you don't think that won't come to your neighborhood, think again.
This clip was part of a TYT interview. Please listen to the entire interview on TYT because it is an eye-opener. I've included a link below. ICE, Trump's paramilitary organization funded by the U.S. government, has one mission: to protect Americans from cross-border crime and illegal immigration. This mission statement is a lie. This mission statement is meant to fool the American public into thinking that ICE is protecting ordinary, everyday Americans. Trump's ICE agency is being trained by the IDF, whose primary mission is to oppress and control the Palestinians. The IDF is teaching ICE how to be effective oppressors through sadism, dehumanization, torture, and extermination of a supposed enemy. For ICE, the enemy is the citizens of America.
I'm sorry, but has anyone else noticed this? Last time I checked, it's U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement, not Israel Customs Enforcement. And to the people who still sit here and call themselves America First while cheering on MAGA and what happened to Renee Good, you guys have absolutely no idea what's happening in this country. They're not here for illegals, guys. They're not. In fact, most of ICE trains with the IDF. Looks like the FAFO crowd is about to really fuck around and find out.
You literally cannot hide from ICE. For people who are thinking, I could hide my family, I could protect my family and hide them from ICE, you literally cannot hide from ICE. They are finding people with thermal heat detectors. Did y'all hear me? They are finding people with thermal heat detectors. And then when people don't want to identify themselves, they are using facial recognition to identify people. Also, if people don't want to give up their phones and let them get into their phones, they hook their phones up to a machine that automatically unlocks it for them. Guess where they got all this shit from? Guess where all this shit was tested first? Israel. That's why Netanyahu and Dookie Booty like this. Because he's teaching Trump all the steps to become a fucking dictator. That's why Dookie Booty want Netanyahu to get off so bad. That's why he keeps threatening Israel with aid if they don't drop Netanyahu's fucking case. Because he needs him to stay locked in so he could get every fucking thing from Netanyahu so that he could become a dictator. And I mean, is that not what we're already fucking in? Because can't nobody tell me that's not what we're already fucking in. Shit is completely out of hand. I don't even feel like I'm in my own skin anymore. Like, I feel like I'm in a fucking simulation or something. I feel like I'm in a different dimension. Like, this shit don't fucking feel real. I'm so ready to get the fuck out of America, but then again, I'm ready to fucking fight. Like, my ancestors put in too much fucking work for me to be like, oh, I want to get the fuck up out of here. I want to stay and fight, but then it's like, I want to fucking run. I want to get the fuck out of here. But this shit with ICE is getting out of hand. Everything that ICE is doing, that's what they did in Occupy Palestine. So anybody who still has their head in the fucking sand, pull it out. Open your fucking eyes. Look around. See what the fuck is happening. It's real. It's really fucking happening, and you really need to wake the fuck up, and everybody needs to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do next.
I want to give our praises to Yahawah. Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Warquah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I was about to say, I thought the thing didn't record. Today's lesson is going to be on this ICE thing. I genuinely did not know about this, and it is very surprising to me. And even this very first clip where this dude literally just like talks about how he just has unchecked power, which, by the way, I don't know if a lot of you were aware of this, but when Obama was in president, like I might not have been checking in on it a lot, but one of the biggest things that I heard him say was that he gets blocked from doing stuff quite often. So it's pretty baffling to me that this is the complete opposite. Well, not necessarily baffling. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. You kinda whatever. Anyway, semantics. Anyway, the thing to me is how, people always thought the president is, well, initially I thought, oh yeah, the president has all the power. But then when I actually learn and whatnot, then they say like, oh well, no, the president does not have power. He has to go through all these different processes. And then now we're hearing when this dude gets back into office this time, he doesn't have anything stopping him. He can literally do whatever he wants, and like it's like it just goes completely against everything that I feel like I know or I knew about what the US president can and can't do. So it's definitely extremely baffling to me for this type of stuff, especially given how America publicized what the president's job is. All right, so slacky about that in introduction, but the thing here is Sirach chapter 10 verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself. No, Sirach chapter 10 verse 3, an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Basically, the thing here is that Esau is destroying his people. Esau wants to destroy his people, and we are actively seeing that through his actions. How are you going to set all these different people up, all this stuff up to not to abuse their power, abuse your power, and basically do whatever you want with the citizens? And the funny thing about that is that they're saying, which this is what one of the mayors said, I forgot which mayor it was. He was saying how you guys are saying that you're supposed to be, you're here to protect, but we don't see you protecting anyone. You're actively harming us. And even that Renee Good, I think that's her name, she was being an Edomite. She was killed as a result of their meddling, of their involvement and stuff like that. So it's like it's not just Israelites, okay? Because that was the thing. It wasn't just the fact that we as Israelites are getting targeted, because they deported Ephraim, and they also were just attacking Jake and whatnot, but they're also now apparently attacking Edomites as well for some odd reason. Everyone is basically a target. Everyone is being abused by ICE, and by extension the head of Esau, the leaders of Esau and whatnot. So with that in mind, they're basically getting away with doing all that they want, and we're still waiting for deliverance. We're still waiting for all this stuff. It's this type of unprecedented behavior. It's good news, because we know that this just goes to show that we're that much closer and closer onto the end, onto our deliverance, okay? Which that's what we're waiting for. That's what we are. We're looking for these. This is representative of the indicators that the Lord is going to, soon take us out of this captivity. All right. So we want this to happen. We want to see more and more of, things going out of control, as well as Esau, which is actually, get this. Second Ezra 15 verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Where they're done with, we have a established order. We have these rules set in place. No, rather than order and rules and all that stuff, I'm just going to abuse my power. I'm just going to do this, do that, and you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of Esau abusing his power. So rather than just sit down and take it, we're going to fight back now. We're not going to just let Esau do what he wants. And this is from the perspective of an Edomite. The Edomites are the ones that are, getting mad, because they're not used to this type of behavior. They're not used to this type of stuff. They're only used to us getting all the hell. But now when it falls upon them, then they want to do something. All right. Next, where is it? Job chapter 13 verse 4. Okay. With this thing here is that Job 13 verse 4, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Okay. Basically, Esau is the one that's over here lying to people. Slakia, Esau's the one that's lying to people, telling people all this different stuff, promising, oh yeah, we're gonna help you guys, we're gonna help everyone, we want to make things right. Didn't DJT make a bunch of different promises, said how he's gonna fix everything, and then lo and behold, what happened? A bunch of people lost the Affordable Health Care Act. They were complaining, they were saying this stuff. Look at the government shutdown. Look at people losing out on food stamps. On top of that, there was also food banks losing access to a lot of the food, whatever. Like people are starving now. People are, and things are not getting worse. Okay, things are getting worse. Slakia, things are just getting worse, and Esau always promises something. All right, always says he's going to fix things, he's going to help the people, but he always goes back to, okay, well, I'm destroying the people, not just the people, but he's destroying his people as well. His people are taking a hit, as a result of Esau's not just destructive behavior, but self-destructive behavior. All right. So, continuing on, value. Proverbs 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. The wicked is clear as day in power right now. Okay, let's get that. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Esau is the wicked. Esau is the one that has control. Esau is the one that's destroying not just the people, but everything in general. All right. So as a result of that, we see very clearly that Esau is the wicked, and Esau is as Esau is ruling, everyone is mourning, everyone is complaining, saying like this type of rulership is unacceptable. Like they're saying like these guys are devils. They're doing all this stuff. They're crushing. They're just trying to bring us onto destruction. All right. Hence why Esau has got to go. All right. And even other people are starting to realize that. All right. Proverbs 26 verse 25, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Okay. Esau is always saying, and that this was with the Venezuela thing. Esau had kidnapped, I think I can say that, kidnapped the president of Venezuela, and they said we're taking over and all that stuff, and then they said, oh, we're gonna keep things fair, we're gonna rule them fairly and stuff like that. Well, of course, we're not there. We don't know what's actually going on. So, as for all we know, Esau could be abusing his power, which he is known for doing. All right. So, all that crap he's saying, oh yeah, we're going to be fair, we're going to be nice, we're going to be this on the third. But the reality of it is that, and people genuinely know that Esau is definitely did that in order to steal their resources, just as he always does, trying to take stuff from people. All right, through theft, thievery. All right, robbery. Let me get this. Not Isaiah. Psalms 73, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. There are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, vines covereth them as a garment. Okay, so whenever someone, if Esau does something that is just objectively illegal or wrong, or goes against rules or laws that he set in place, the thing is, okay, well, what are you going to do about it? We have the power, we have the thing, we have this. If you attempt to fight back on us, then we'll just kill you or whatever. All right, that's literally how Esau works. All right, so it's just like you can't even call Esau out on his unfair behavior, because he is the one with all the military might and all that stuff to be able to abuse his power. Now Isaiah chapter 13 verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So very soon, this is what we have to look forward to: YAHAWAH humbling Esau, and Yahawadah, it's sooner rather than later. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakwak, Quadash, double honors, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abba, and Shalom.